Good morning, or afternoon or night, whenever you're watching this. We've been extremely busy this last month and kind of slacked off on the vlogging. I know that I won't be able to do it every single day like some of these superstars do, but we will, when I can, get videos out. I try to video every single day, and with that, I have a lot of random stuff. So what I'm going to try to do is put all of that random stuff, which compiles probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 days worth of stuff, life, and give y'all a vlog about our randomness. So, hope you enjoy.
Go Hee! Sissy. Go Hee Hee go! Go Hee Hee go! He loves the snow! Hee Hee! Does this make the snow dog come out of you? Aren't you glad I made you put on the jacket and pants that you didn't want to put on? He was coming out here in shorts and flip-flops. Oh, Tete. Tete likes the snow too. Tete, you like the snow? It's snowing. Look at the golf course. Oh, it's on the chair. See, our backyard is still a work in progress. We had a big tree fall down over there, so Troy cut it down. Gotta fix the fence now. But it's coming. It's so cold. I need some gloves on.
So I'm out again, waiting for some tacos. Really cold today, and we probably should have went grocery shopping, but it started snowing. So instead of getting out and going grocery shopping, I'm now eating some tacos. So today it snowed. First day for it to have snowed in the 2016-2017 winter. Pretty doggone cold. I think it got down to, I don't know, 20 something. It's 21 degrees right now. It's 7 o'clock in the evening, and I'm ready to go home. Ready to sit on the couch with Christy and, I don't know, veg. It's Shabbat. We like to rest from Friday night to Saturday evening, and I'm excited about it. I was out doing some meetings today, and it was a result of a conversation that we had last night. And the conversation went kind of like this. The statement was made that he couldn't get his mind focused. He couldn't figure out what was causing him to be so anxious and somewhat fearful. So, knowing his background and knowing where he is at in his walk, I kind of knew what he was dealing with. And what it boiled down to was he had to make a jump. He had to make a clean break, draw the line in the sand, make it happen, get it done, no looking back decision. And he had finally come to the edge of the diving board, and it was either turn around, walk back and be embarrassed, or face your fears and jump and do a swan dive. Well, after we talked about everything and worked through it, he agreed that's what it was, and lo and behold, he looked at fear right in his face and smiled and walked on through and pretty much knocked it out of the park. Did a great job today. We had one meeting set up, and he had several other meetings lined out for him. And many years ago, I had a dream that, not like Martin Luther King, but a dream. And in that dream, long story short, I don't know how to put it without kind of making it sound weird or whatever, but just like in the Bible, God speaks to people in dreams, and so I believe that he still does that. And I had a dream a long time ago, and in the dream there were 3 levels of demons that I had to fight through, and the first one was fear, and I attribute these levels to the same 3 things that entrepreneurs have to fight through. And the very first thing when you become an entrepreneur and something that you have passion about and desire, and you have that drive of creating stuff, because that's ultimately what entrepreneurs are, is creators. The very first thing you have to fight through is fear. It's a fear that only you would deal with. And I had been telling him this, that it's time for you to make this jump, and you're going to have to fight through fear. And he kind of rebutted a little bit. Oh, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of it. I know what I need to do. I know the steps I need to take. I'm just going to do it. I'm not afraid. Well, when it came to it, and he got to the edge of the board, it's kind of like when you look up at, say you stand, you're on the ground, you're looking at a house, a 1-story house, and you're like, oh, that roof line isn't very high. And then you actually get up there and you're like, well, it's a little higher than I thought. And so that's kind of how this is. When your fear, and the enemy knows what your fear is, when it's smiling at you, right in your eyes, just looking at you, it's something that it goes straight through you. And that's where he was. He was at that point of, okay, I've got to smile back, and I've got to push through. I've got to walk through this. And he did. It was awesome. Like I said, we had meetings today. It was great. So I thought that was fitting for the beginning of 2017. It's crazy. It's weird to say 2017. Because when I was younger, like 6th and 7th, 8th grade, something like that, I remember hearing preachers talk about the end of the world, all these prophecies and stuff like that, the end of the world happening in like 1998, 1999, the Y2K thing. And I remember thinking when I was little, I was like, man, I'm only going to be 18, 19, 20 years old or something like that at the end of the world. And couldn't fathom thinking of like 2010, 2015, now we're at 2017 or approaching 2020. I don't know, it's just weird for me growing up in the Pentecostal arena that I grew up in. There's a lot of fun and crazy stuff that was taught and believed, and not that was, they did the best that they could with what they had. But looking back, it's rather funny.
Man, I was gonna video you. I'm videoing me right now.